Hello, everybody. This is Chitra, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Computing, Coimbatore Institute of Technology, Coimbatore. I presented this paper in the International Journal of Science and Research in the year 2015, November. Now I am going to describe about the paper that I have presented. The title of the paper is An Approach for Canny Edge Detection Algorithm on Face Recognition. First, in the abstract, it defines an edge as a set of related pixels that forms a margin between two disjoint regions. The automatic recognition of human faces grants an important challenge to the research community of pattern recognition. There are differences in lighting, angles, face expressions, and poses, which further set a problem of face recognition research. This paper it proposes a new approach called canny edge detection method for face recognition. It uses methods like image color space transformation, Gaussian filter coefficient, hysteresis thresholding, which uses two values such as high and low. The proposed method works efficiently with images and performs better than all other edge detection algorithms. Now we'll see about the introduction. Facial recognition is a visual pattern recognition task. The three-dimensional human face, which is subject to varying illumination, pose, expression, etc., has to be recognized. This recognition can be performed on a variety of input data sources. The aim of face detection is localization of the face in an image. In the case of a video input, it can be an advantage to track the face in between multiple frames to reduce computational time and preserve the identity of a face between frames. The face preprocessing step is to normalize the coarse face detection so that a robust feature extraction can be achieved. Depending on the application, face preprocessing includes alignment, which represents translation, rotation, and scaling, and the other preprocessing includes light normalization or correlation. The dimensionality of these sources can be increased one by one of the inclusion of a time dimension. A still image with a time dimension is a video sequence. The advantage is that the identification of a person can be determined more preciously from a video sequence than from a picture, since the identity of a person cannot change from two frames taken in sequence from a video sequence. Facial recognition systems usually consist of four steps as face detection, face preprocessing, feature extraction, and feature matching. Now, coming to the literature survey, although face recognition systems are known for decades, there are many active research work on this topic. The face recognition it can be divided into two parts as detection and recognition. The first step is face detection for face recognition system. The detection output can be a location of a face region as a whole and location of face region through facial types such as eyebrows, nose, eyes, mouth, etc. Detection methods in the works are difficult to classify strictly because most of the algorithms are combination of methods for detecting faces to increase its accuracy. Kirchhoff and Hochstein modeled skin coloring using Gaussian distribution model with CB and CR channel in YCB CR color space. Then skin-like region is chosen as face candidate with respect to the bounding box ratio of the region, and candidates are verified with template matching. The second method preprocess given the image to remove background as a first step. It is done by applying edge detection on the Y component of YCB-CR color space. Then the closed region is filled to take it as foreground part. After that, the skin segmentation is done on YCR-CB color space with conditions. The segmented parts are taken as candidate and verification is done by calculating the entropy of the candidate image and using thresholding to verify face. Face recognition techniques are described in previous paragraphs. Selection of the best algorithm cannot be done because of non-standard face libraries and non-universal face databases. Detection and recognition methods, they can be affected by illumination changes, pose changes, occlusion, and facial expression. All methods cannot handle all effects in the same algorithm, so it is difficult to design a particular algorithm that handles all effects. Now we'll see about the workflow of Canny Edge algorithm. The first step in the process is smoothing the image using a Gaussian filter. Then the image gradient is computed using multiple first derivative operators in different directions to highlight regions with high spatial derivatives. Then the algorithm tracks along these regions, not at the maximum with the pixel, that is non-maximum suppression. The array gradient is then further refined by hysteresis. Tracking along the remaining pixels using hysteresis is not being suppressed. That is, first two threshold, which is taken as lower T1 and upper T2 are identified. Then points whose magnitudes are below the lower threshold are set to 0, which are made as non-edge. Points whose magnitudes are above the upper threshold is made as an edge. Those points whose magnitude is between the two thresholds is fixed to 0, except there is a track from this point to a point with a gradient above T2. The performance of the Canny Edge algorithm depends on the number of parameters such as sigma, which is represented as the standard deviation for the Gaussian filter, and lower and upper threshold values as T1 and T2. The value of the standard deviation controls the size of the Gaussian filter. Larger the scale of the Gaussian filter, lesser is the accuracy of the localization of the images, whereas smaller values of standard deviation imply a smaller Gaussian filter, which limits the amount of blurring, maintaining finer edges in the image. As can be seen, Canny Edge algorithm performs better than all other gradient based methods and LOG filters in detecting all the fine edges and localizing them correctly. However, the drawback of Canny Edge algorithm is it generates lots of spurious edges corresponding to weak edge points in the image. We'll see about the experimental results. The first figure shows the figure that has been applied with Gaussian filter. Second one, it has been applied to horizontal filter for horizontal vertical orientation. The third figure represents the hysteresis threshold where the value is low, and the fourth figure represents the threshold value where it is high. One more example with the same procedure. First applying Gaussian filter, second applying the horizontal vertical orientation. The third diagram represents where the threshold value is low, and the fourth diagram represents where the threshold value is high. Now we'll see the steps for the applied for the Canny Edge algorithm. First, we select an image file and apply the Canny algorithm with the following steps, and the result is shown in the figures. First, convolution with the Gaussian filter coefficient. Canny filter for horizontal and vertical orientation with convolution. Directions calculated using a tan. Adjusting to nearest 0, 45, 90 and 135 degrees. Non-maximum suppression and hysteresis thresholding high and low. The results have been shown in the previous slides. Now for concluding, we conclude that the Canny edge detection algorithm. It can be applied to different situations, and the Canny operator can detect the edge clearly. In order to improve its performance, we propose the calculation of gradient magnitude and gradient direction based and make the adaptive calculation of the threshold of Canny operator method. The experimental results show that the edge detected by the improved Canny operator has more continuity and greater to noise ratio. And these are the references what I have referred for my paper.